Hello, everybody. Baba. Gotta wake up. Hold on. I had to crawl up off the floor. It's okay. I had to, had to wake myself up. I was sleeping on the floor for almost a week, so I had to, get myself back up out there. I wanted to at least stream today for a little bit. I would have felt bad if I went like over a week without streaming. Been like, oh man, I don't want to neglect. We missed you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys were waiting here, just for me. I really want to play something tonight, but I don't know what. I was kind of in the drawing mood, and I don't know if I want to like draw on stream yet, but I appreciate it, you guys. I just been really I've had a lot of work, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to like force myself when I have not that much energy left after doing work and stuff like that. Art is a good idea. Maybe someday. Definitely next year, if anything, once I've had like a little more time to improve. I wouldn't mind streaming some drawings. Once I can just draw better, faster, I guess. I guess that's just, I don't want to take forever to draw the same old things, and it gets annoying, but I don't know. People like seeing the finished product after all that, so who knows. Gaming and art? I mean, Gartic Phone would be fun. Where does that name come from anyway? I assume art is like art, but like, I don't know where that name like etymologically comes from. Yeah, etymology is words, entomology is bugs. I don't know where that word comes from. I should ask around and ask some peeps if they want to do Gartic sometime. That would be fun, actually. That'd be a really good time. Well, not at the same time necessarily, gaming and art, but it'd be fun to like have that on the schedule for like middle of the week. What if it was just the G from game and art? Gart? Maybe? Where does the ick come from? Because it's disgusting? Because you make the prompts like terrible? Like you go, ugh, ick. Gaming? Art? Ick. That could make sense. Love VTubers, love streams, love videos. Simple as. I mean, I guess it's a good combination. A lot of people seem to like that. I should turn the music down. I don't know. How's the music for you guys? It's been a while. Feels a little quiet. I don't know. It looks like it might be a little quiet because I have it like turned down. I always love when people are like, what music? And I'm just like, well, it's like I think it's high, but I'm just like, I can't tell. Music is optimal volume. That's good. As long as both are audible. If it's as audible to you as it is to me, then I think that's a good combination. I really like this album that my friend made for me for the stream, but I don't know if I could listen to it off stream, because whenever I hear it, I just feel like I have to be talking. Like, I feel like I should be filling the rest of the background sound or background noise with just my voice. I've built that association of this is the music I play when I am talking nonstop for 2 hours long. Audible enough to hear, but not to overpower. That's good, that's good. Yes, yes, yes. Perfection. That's my specialty. What's going on? Oh. I know what this is. Turn it off. Turn it off. I have a couple games I've been thinking of playing. I want to play Super Auto Pets probably next week. That'll be a fun time. That might be a Wednesday stream, just because it'll be more laid back. It'll be a very that, and like I might chat after it if I get sick of it. But it's fun to just jump back in sometimes for an auto battler. I'm thinking that since Halloween month will be over, I might go back to, like, Metroid games. Like, either AM2R or just Fusion. Because I also haven't played Fusion in almost as long as I haven't played, Zero Mission. But there's also, Super Metroid. I want to brush up on that before I stream it, though. I want to look impressive for the stream audience when I play Super Metroid. Because, that's, like, still my favorite. Although Dread has another... I could definitely beat Dread in one sitting. I beat it in under 4 hours last time I played. So I think it'd be a really fun time to just blast through the whole game in one sitting. Or, like, two the whole games even. That'd be a great time. But I don't know, just like I didn't know Zero Mission as well, I don't know Fusion as well either. And if I played AM2R, I was in the middle of replaying it a while ago, but I got kind of, like, caught up in stuff, and, you know, obviously Dread came out, so I didn't want to, like, how was it? I didn't want to, like, split myself between both of them at once, because I really wanted to just enjoy Dread and, like, take it all in, and I beat it over the course of, like, 3 days. Get tea, drink tea is good. I agree. I didn't have time to make tea today. I was, like, procrastinating, getting myself ready for the stream. So that's why I was, like, sleeping on the floor, because I didn't take some time to prepare before the stream started. The PC port of AM2R, I mean, I don't know what else it's on. That's kind of what it came out on in the first place, right? You mean, like, the Metroid 2 in general? Because Samus Returns is, like, different entirely. I want to replay Samus Returns on my own time, too. The other remake? Yeah, AM2R is the fan-made one. It's the one that's, like, pixel graphics, 2D graphics, I guess. Like, yeah. Because Samus Returns is 2D as well, but it's 3D modeled, obviously, because it was also Mercury Steam, same people who made Dread. Oh, man. They did such a good job. I'm really happy. I couldn't be happier as someone who's enjoyed Metroid for, like, many years. I was, like, vaguely aware of the concept of Dread, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, it would have come out on the DS. I'm surprised they couldn't figure out how to, like, make the Emmys work in like, the DS technology. Like, I don't know, they did the SAX just fine. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they wanted those, like, QuickTime events or something? Like, the ones where it, like, holds you down and you gotta, like, kick it away. I don't know, I feel like they could have done that on the DS. I'd love to live in the world where it actually did come out on DS and just see how it looks and how it feels. That would be so weird, though. Because you definitely can't do the 3D aiming on the DS. That was such a good innovation for Metroid, though. Just like, hey, hold a button and you could shoot every direction. Forgot the stream is HD. Yeah, HD cat girl. So clean. Well, I'm glad it's coming across well, because sometimes I see the FPS and, like, the frame drop thing fluctuate, and I get a little worried. So I'm glad that the stream broadcast is really high quality. I did kind of figure it's not as good of a day to, like, catch up. I kind of figured not as many people would tune in because I didn't get the time or energy to, like, make a schedule this week. Because, ketchup, yeah, and mustard. So I figured, less people would even know I'm streaming Friday to begin with, because normally I make the schedule, and then it's, like, my pinned tweet, and people have, like, an entire week to see it, even though I don't, like, tweet or retweet that much, which I do want to change. I do want to post, like, more clips. I want to, like, make more memes and stuff. I actually did have an idea for one that I might do after the stream or tomorrow. You know, I always say tomorrow, and then I'm like, I end up doing other stuff, you know? So I'm just like, oh, well, such is life, I guess. Oh, well. Oh, no, I guess I'll do it another time. No one will ever see the clips I want to post. Hell of a drug. I know, right? And unfortunately, I can't afford to procrastinate, both schoolwork and stream. Like, I have to do something or else I'll go crazy, so I end up procrastinating stream-related stuff, but I fit in the, I still fit in the streams fairly well, except for this week, obviously. Well, I mean, like, I could've, I just was like, I don't want to stream if I'm this low energy. I don't want to bring that to the table. I want to bring my best self to the table, and I want to feel like up to the task, and I don't want to feel like I'm forcing myself if I feel like overworked or busy, you know? I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to like make myself do it if I don't think it's going to be enjoyable. So, I didn't. Apologies. But, well, here's the thing now, right? They finally fixed the Twitch integration thing. So I can probably get my capture card working again, so I could play console games and, you know, put off Resident Evil 2 for another year. You know, I made that thumbnail literally the day it was about to... the day the stream was gonna happen, and then I go to set it up and it just didn't work. Society isn't going to collapse if you miss a stream. It should. I would like to get there someday, that my streams matter that much to people that, like, we can't function without them. I kid. But yes, I'm glad that is agreeable. Because then I don't want to just, like, come out of the stream feeling, like, more tired and have even less energy to do things I want. Food, water, shelter, cat girls stream. The hierarchy of needs. That's what everyone needs in life, in all honesty. That should be the hierarchy of needs. Like the pyramid. Catgirl stream should be at the very baseline. That should be something everyone has in their life. And then just go up from there. Like just Catgirl subscription on Twitch. You need that before you can get food and water. Like the other things can wait. You must be subscribed, right? Everybody must. Already ate? Well, there you go. So you don't need it as much. Cold noodles. I had a huge plate of spaghetti yesterday. I didn't eat breakfast, and I had coffee sometime in the morning, and I wasn't hungry for lunch because of it. So I just kind of ended up not eating lunch because I also didn't have time in between classes by that time. So I just kind of went home, and I was like, oh, it's like 9:30. I should eat dinner. One of my friends was like, dinner? It's like 9:30 for you. I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been waiting until I'm like really hungry. And we had a big bag of like leftover spaghetti in the fridge, and I didn't eat it all at once. I made like half of it, and I put some like sauce and cheese on it. Like, I think it was Parmesan, like shredded Parmesan. And I ate that, and I like barely felt full at all. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna finish the spaghetti. And I did, and it took me a little longer because I started to feel full like mid-plate, but I did finish it because I knew I needed to. It's one of those things where like, you ever experience like varying levels of hunger between like your mouth and your stomach? Like when your mouth is like hungrier than your stomach is and you end up like overeating just because you want like the taste of food. I had that, but the opposite, where my stomach was hungrier than my mouth, where like I didn't want to keep eating, but like I knew I needed to because I didn't eat at all yesterday. So I finished the spaghetti and it was good. And I don't know how people have soda with like every meal, because with how bubbly like soda is, like it just makes your stomach feel like fuller and like more bubbly. I almost said more bubblier, but that would just be wrong. It just makes the carbonation like blows up your stomach, and it's like you have less room for food. Soda is disgusting. I mean, that's also fair. I like ginger ale. Ginger ale's like my go-to soda. There was one time, I'm usually a Sprite gal, but there was one time I had a cup of 7-Up, and I was like, I don't know what it is, but that 7-Up is just like hitting different today. LaCroix? Yeah, I guess LaCroix is at least just, it's the bubbly sensation without it being like too sweet. I kind of just like the sweetness. Like, I like sweet tea and stuff like that. I kind of grew onto unsweet tea, like unsweet iced tea. I ended up really enjoying that because we started making sugar-less stuff because we're all trying to like cut back on sugar in general. And it's nice. I can at least drink more of it more guilt-free. Just being like, oh, I could just drink this. It's not like nearly as sugary because there's not all these sweeteners and stuff. Man, iced tea. Yeah. We get like a big tea bag and we put it in a pitcher and then just let it like steep overnight in the fridge. And then it gets like cold and it's like, oh, you got like sweet tea or just unsweet tea, but cold iced tea. It's iced if you put ice in it, of course. And we do that instead of using like the sugary powder mix, like the artificial stuff. Tried a new drink and it had 60 grams of sugar. That's nutty. It's just like one bottle. That's like more sugar than should fit in there. I feel like sometimes they cram in the like maximum amount of sugar that can be dissolved in something. Man, that like scientific aspect is like really interesting. How you could just put salt in water and it'll like disappear. And then if you leave the water out, it'll just like leave the salt behind. It's like, where does that come from? The salt went to the ghost zone. Like, where does it go? How does it come back? Add cinnamon sticks while the tea is hot. I don't know when it would be hot. I kind of want to try that because we put in the water from the sink like into the pitcher, so it's always just like room temperature, if anything, from tap. And then it just kind of like goes in the fridge and like that's it. But I don't know. You know, I wanted to make this stream be longer to like make up for missing earlier this week, but I don't know if that'll be the case because, like I said, less people are probably even like aware of the stream in general. Heat up the tea first. Oh, and then just like put it back in the fridge? Now that's something. Okay. Just put the recipe in one message. Just type it all out. I've heard of a lot of different ways to make like sweet tea and stuff. I knew this. I had a friend way back who would just like bring cinnamon sticks to school in high school, and he would like chew on the cinnamon sticks. He would like scratch them off with his teeth and just like eat it in a way. And I'm just like, what do you gain from this? Because he gave me one. He was like, here, try it. I was like, okay. And then I tried it and I was like, it just tastes like papery. And he was like, no, you gotta like scratch it with your teeth and then just like get the flavor out. And I'm just like, I really don't taste it. Sounds like a male high schooler. I know. I was like, is there something wrong with my taste buds? Is this what I get for being the way that I am? I was like, I don't get it. Boil water, mix with sugar, add tea and cinnamon sticks in pitcher. Place sugar with honey or if you want. Stir thoroughly. Okay, so just use boiled water to make the tea and then put it in the fridge? I see. It might not work as well because we have like a plastic pitcher. So I don't know how good that would work with like the super hot water going like super cold. I don't know if that like messes with the plastic or what. I'm not, I'm not a thermodynamics major. I'm not anyone to speak on this. Okay, it might depend on the kind then. I don't know. I'll see. Sounds interesting. Sugar. Honey too. That's interesting. Let it cool first. I mean, yeah. I didn't mean like actively boiling, like put it in the thing. It just like, I would say like probably just get it to like a simmer, yeah? Like not actively like bubbling and turning over, but just kind of like you get the little bubbles in the bottom. That would make sense. Just get it steamy. Put a little lid on it so it like heats up faster. That would work. Yeah, I think November will be fun for streams because I did, as much as I enjoyed the Halloween streams, Well, I don't know how I want to phrase this. I felt like I could have been better prepared, and I felt a little limited because of that, but also my lack of preparedness was due to feeling limited because I didn't know like what games I wanted to play. Well, here's the thing. I could have played Resident Evil, and I could have kept playing the Faith games, but Twitch disagreed with me for a good while. So I had to wait until that got fixed. By the time they fixed it, it was like last week. It was like after last week. And I had already like committed to wanting to play the second game. So I was like, the second like Faith game. So I was like, okay, well I'll just do this. And like I can't finish Resident Evil 2 in like 2 sittings apparently. So I'm just like, well, there's nothing I can do. But I could have done both if I had known. Well, if that hadn't have been an issue, I could have picked it up the next week. Are we having a debate here? How people make lemonade? Lemon juice? Like lemon juice and water and sugar? I guess that's just what lemonade is. I did have an idea for a type of stream where I would debate chat on something. Like, I would sit on one side of the table, and I would put chat on the other side, and I would assign us, I would pick various topics, and I would let chat vote on, like, what side they want to be on, with, like a poll or something. And then chat would argue for that, and then I would argue against it. And or just, like, yeah, we're just, like, opposing sides. I do want to do that someday. I'd have to get enough people in on it. I'd have to like be able to guarantee that there'd be a good amount of people like debating who are like passionate enough about it. I think that would be a really fun time. Just have a big debate table. Bring me on. No, like all of chat. Like me versus all of chat. Not any one person. Just like chat as an entity. Like my phone. Like my phone on the other end of the table and me. The stream layout have the change my mind meme table. You know, that would be fun if I set myself on a side and chat had to change my mind, and I would just be like, okay, give me your reasons. Like, why? That'd be great, actually. Change my mind stream. Just like, this will be the topic. I will remain firm in my ground. Like, convince me otherwise. You know? That'd be a great... No, it's no, not Randy. That's like Austin Powers. That's not polite to say. You don't say that. We're getting dandy with candy. That's the stream kind. We're just having a fun time. It's all in good fun. It's not like we're being offensive or anything. We're just having a friendly, sociable debate. Candid candy. Well, I don't know if that's applicable here, because candid would just be like, oh, you caught me on the street. What's my favorite color? Name a woman for $1. For 2 gift subs. Name a woman. Oprah Winfrey. Boom, done it. Obviously, I don't expect that because I gave myself that offer. I'll buy the gift subs. I've never done that, actually. I've never made a bet that would require me to gift subs. I think I would have to actually, like, go on my channel, because I don't think I could do it through OBS. That would be really funny, actually. What else rhymes with candy? Brandy candy? You're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. I started singing that song to myself, and I was like, wow, okay, if I could get, like, this one part down, I would love to do this for karaoke. Because I was really proud of myself. I want to change the, lyrics. When I do, karaoke, I do want to, like, do some bits where I, like, change lyrics, to songs, because I think that'd be a really fun time. Also, yeah, I looked on Rhyme Zone, which I use sometimes when I, like, think of songs and poems and stuff, and I saw Handy, and I was like, no! I can't do that. Millie Molly Mandy. Modus operandi. What does that even mean? Literally just chatting. Hi, Swede. I am literally just chatting here. You got it indeed. That's all I'm doing. Plan D? That's not a word. That's like a term. Literally Tuesday. But it's Friday. Rhyme Zone carry me through poetry assignments. I know, right? I'm of the belief that, like, poetry doesn't have to rhyme, but it's kind of neat when it does, and it's cool when you can construct a thing like that. How do people rhyme poems without, or write poems without? Thesaurus? Or like dictionary? Reverse dictionary, where it starts with like the last letter, you just like go backwards. Friday. Candy. There's like a bunch of different spellings of candy and dandy, which isn't a word. Or it's probably like a name or something. Bandy. I don't know what that is. Discuss lightly. Candy bandy. Is that like banter? Is that what that's short for? Oh, that's cool, actually. Adjective. Have legs that curve outward at the knees. Okay, well, not that. Sandy candy? Wouldn't that be the beach episode? Discuss slightly. Yeah, that's perfect. Exchange blows, like we're getting in a fight. Or toss or strike a ball back and forth. So that is the beach episode. Because we're playing volleyball. Candy bandy. Candy banter. It's poetry that doesn't rhyme as long as it's got like meter and rhythm and shit. Yeah, exactly. As long as it kind of like says what you want it to say and kind of like fits a kind of like scheme. Sometimes you can go like syllable schemes too, and it can like you can sort of have like a cadence to it. Like every line is like 7 syllables or something if you're writing that sort of poem. Who trying to toss and or strike a ball back and forth? Sounds like a Craigslist ad. I'd love to see that on a website, like looking for some bros to just toss and or strike a ball back and forth at each other. Nothing weird, nothing unwholesome, just some good bro fun. Just smacking a ball back and forth. Yeah, exactly. Volleyball Craigslist ad. That's what we want here. It doesn't have to be weird. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. In fact, I would prefer it be as normal as possible. Just a normal game of volleyball. That's what I want. Sand gets everywhere. I hate sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Okay. I didn't want to keep talking because I was like, if I keep talking, it'll go away. But then if I stop talking and it takes forever to come out, it's gonna feel really awkward. Sometimes you just lose it though. It's such a tease. You're just like, no wait, come back. Ugh. I think I like jerked my shoulder a little hard. I gotta start walking more. Just like using the treadmill and stuff on days where I don't have school. Just so I can keep up my like steps. Make sure I'm like walking as much every day. I should get like a step counter on my phone and just like leave it on during like an average school day. Or I guess during like 1 week of school, since I only have like 2 various school days a week. And then just like average the amount of steps on those and then do that amount of steps like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and over the weekend. I literally walk excessively. Are you okay? Don't do that, buddy. Games like Pokemon, helpful. I used to play Pokemon Go a lot more because there was this group at my old school who would like do it a lot, and I don't know. I kind of fell out of it again, and it's like even harder to get back into it now because it's not like they made all these like new like quality of life improvements. Like now it's just, oh, they added like a couple slightly more things, and it's like, okay, well, I don't know how to do it well. I just kind of fell out of it. I don't really I don't even like, my phone works with Pokemon Go's thing. Like I don't mind doing it. phone was too outdated. I feel that. My phone would die really fast playing Pokemon Go. Even now, like, I would still want to take... I would still want to take, like, a portable battery with me, which I do own. I always, like, lose track of it. I think it's in, like, another backpack of mine or something like that. No Pokestops and no Pokemon. That's what university is good for, because universities are often littered with, Pokestops. Like, that's kind of what caused me to get back into it. Or like, I started playing it. Like, the year it was going crazy was when I first started college. And I was like, oh wow, there's, like, Pokestops everywhere. This is, like, perfect. And I kind of fell out of it, and then I got back into it, like, during the same school, like, period, and it was good, because I could get, like, my steps in and stuff like that. It sucks because, like, it doesn't count your bike. Like, if you go over 15 miles an hour, it doesn't count, or if you're going, like, too fast or something, I don't know. I get the feeling sometimes it doesn't count bike rides, or, like, if it ever senses at all that you go too fast, it just, like, completely disables it until you stop. Which sucks. No, it's not Brazil. I didn't think so. I remember you mentioning you're Canadian, I'm pretty sure. And you're like 2 hours over. So... yeah, I wasn't assuming that, don't worry. What was I getting at? Oh yeah, so like... It was a good time to get back into Pokemon Go, just because they added a whole bunch of stuff, like they improved gyms and like just everything in general, which made me glad. Because I feel like even like very soon after the game came out, it was very not beginner friendly, because to get a Pokemon in a gym, you had to like defeat the entire gym with like one Pokemon just to get your one in there. Like you had to fight the Pokemon of your team who are like already in there. Like it made no sense. It was like an indoctrination or something. The app was really buggy. Yeah, really. Like stuff not showing up, or just like stuff not loading, or I remember having a lot of issues with it. Like I could barely get in the app around the time when it had just come out. It was quite the experience. Gen 1 Pokemon? Oh, yeah, like, I get what you mean. Yeah, it was very, very fitting in a way then, I guess. It would have been cool if they added, like, Missing No as, like, an Easter egg. Like, you can't put it in anything, you can just kind of have it. It just exists. It's, like, bird normal type, and it has, like, a glitch move, and, like, 555 HP. Usernames are hard to... I know, right? It's so dumb. And once you make your character, like, that's it. Like, you can't, like, swap anything. And you can only change your username for free, like, once. Which I ended up doing. But even still, it's really lame. I hate that the clothes are, like, gender-locked, too. Because sometimes one will... Sometimes, like, one will have one that's, like, better over the other. Just, like, specific shorts or pants or shirts. You're just like, why don't they just let you mix and match, or just have any hairstyle? Key smash. That's fair enough. People really just wanted their accounts they could get in. I feel like I remember, like... Oh yeah, and, like, catching Pokemon was super buggy, because you would throw the ball, and it would just, like... It would have to, like, double check with the servers to make sure it was caught. And sometimes it would just, like, freeze on the catch screen, and then if you, like, close and reopen the app, you just didn't get the Pokemon. So you're just like, well, I guess I missed out on that, huh? Yeah, they really don't like letting you just have long hair. Or short hair if you pick the girl. So it's like, oh, alright. It's like, no, you couldn't possibly have longer hair than that. Boys don't grow out their hair longer than their neck. It just gets absorbed by the cosmic hair cutter and just gets chopped off. Programming limitations? It's not even a limitation, it's just like, it's like a purposeful limitation. It's like, I guess so. In a way. Why even bother gender? I know, right? It's ridiculous. Especially, like, nowadays, like, Animal Crossing is at least nice about that. Like, they just let you have whatever. I think it really just boils down to, like, I don't even know what it boils down to, honestly. Like, I don't even know if it matters. Like, they let you wear whatever clothes and get whatever haircut. And I'm pretty sure in Animal Crossing, they, like, always refer to you with, like, neutral pronouns. Like, they never say he or she or whatever. It might change some things here and there, but I have no idea. I don't think Animal Crossing lets you outright change your, like, gender in the game. It might. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played New Horizons. I know for sure New Leaf didn't, but I don't know if New Horizons did or not. But, it's weird. But it's not like it mattered that much, because it's at least like, oh well, you know, you could just wear whatever clothes. And did they let you change your name? I don't think they do. I don't think that's a thing they let you do. I know in Mystery Dungeon you can, like, retroactively change your team name, which is nice, because I like not feeling like you're just locked into something if you change your mind later. Yeah, sometimes you just want to be pretty. Sometimes you just want to, like, I don't know, grow out your hair, or just have whatever clothes you want. Like, I think that'd be... I feel like Animal Crossing has always been cool with that, just letting you buy whatever clothes you want. Like, Abel and Sable aren't gonna be like, no, you couldn't buy that. Impossible. Why would you buy that? Ridiculous. We don't want your money. It's no good here. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Better clothing options in most cases. Way back in X and Y, I really liked the girl characters' clothes. And even, like, the boy characters' clothes were good. Like, I think X and Y nailed it with the fashion. Just because it was, like, based on France, so they have all this, like, French fashion and stuff. It was really good. I liked both of the... I really liked both the characters' clothing options. They kind of fell off in the later entries, though. Like, I remember Sun and Moon being like, here are brown shorts, and beige shorts, and dark green shorts, and black shorts, and gray shorts, and tan shorts, and brown shorts, and blue shorts, and navy shorts, and jean shorts. Do you see what I'm saying here? And, like, a yellow t-shirt, and a red t-shirt, and an orange t-shirt, and a reddish-orange t-shirt with a gradient, and a blue t-shirt, and a green t-shirt. They didn't let you remove the hat. I know, right? I feel like I remember seeing somebody who hacked the game to just stay in their pajamas for the whole game, which I think is really funny. You just run around with, like, the 3DS in your hand for the entire time. I would love that. That would be so meta. You just boot up, like, a 8-bit version of X and Y, play it in the game. More games should have stuff like that, like Celeste, where you just, like, find a demake of the game within the game. And I'm pretty sure the Pico 8 version of Celeste came first anyway, but it's still funny, like, in the context of just playing the game itself. Best of the series. Yeah, Sun and Moon was nice. I do still think that it has a couple things that are just, like, they should just let you skip the cutscene. Like, I don't know how hard that would have been to put in. I wonder if it was, like, technologically impossible or something. Like, if they were just like, no, if we let you skip this cutscene, then the entire world won't load in. Black and White's better. I just like sprite-based Pokemon, too. I did enjoy Sun and Moon, though. I wish Ultras added a little more in a way that didn't kind of, like, invalidate the originals, or it's like, oh, Lusamine is just, like, weird, I guess. Like, I don't know. Instead of her having, like, messed up goals. Yeah. It is unfortunate. I liked a lot of things about it, though. Necrozma fight was cool as hell. So was the theme. And I did still enjoy it, because it was still, like, Alola. So I was like, oh, well, you know. Not the end of the world, I guess, but... You know. You know. Oh, well. I have my squishy Metroid amiibo. Let me grab it. I wish I could have gotten the Dread amiibo. I never ended up finding them. They don't even do as much as the amiibos did in Samus Returns. It's unfortunate. There's not like a special difficulty mode or anything. Big. I was leaning in to grab my amiibo, okay. A Crobat. Crobat's fun. Kind of grew on me in Gen 3. I used a Zubat that ended up helping me beat May in Ruby. It was like my last stand. Like, she knocked out my entire team, and then Zubat comes in and just like poisons everyone and like crits everyone, and then like evolves. It was like straight out of the Pokemon anime. It was nuts. I just, Zubat's always stuck out to me in my mind. I remember being like, holy hell, this Zubat was somehow the MVP. I straight up like took the time. I had a Combusken, and I had a Whismur, a Kirlia, and a Ralts, and a Zubat. And I fought May, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to evolve my team before I fight her. So I got Whismur up to Loudred, and I got Ralts up to Kirlia. And, you know, like, Combusken was Combusken, I grinded him up a bit. And Zubat was still, like, a little behind. And, I fought her, and she still, like, knocked out my entire team, despite those efforts. And I managed to, I think I, like, burned one of her Pokemon, and that was, like, instrumental in the win. Because I was able to, like, burn her before I, like, came back in with Zubat to finish it off and, like, get a bunch of experience. Crobat? Crobat's fun. Crobat's really good in the later games. I like using one with, like, Nasty Plot and using, like, special attacks. Because it gets Heat Wave, which is really good for Steel. I feel like not a lot of people would see that coming, because Steel resists both of its main types. I saw this thing that was like this made-up text exchange with like Deltarune characters. It was like Susie and Birdly playing Pokemon, and they were arguing about like Golurk being a ground type. And they were just like, it's an electric type move, and he's like, he's not immune to it. It shouldn't be immune to that. It's a rock type. It was really funny. Pokemon Bad Elite Four pasta? Good. Oh, the thing Karen said. I know what you mean. Just use who you like. Geico. Hello. Thank you for subscribing. That name looks familiar. 16 months. Wow, that's a long time. You must really like my channel to have gone back in time and subscribed to me retroactively for 16 months. Thank you. If you're out there, or if that was just like a renewed, like automatically eat sub, like I don't know how these things work. Thank you. I haven't seen you chat all stream, but I haven't been around in a while. Welcome. I might play a game tonight. I feel like I should. What do you guys want to see? I have Slay the Spire. I haven't played that in a while. Renewed. Hey! Stop. You stop that now. Oh, Arrow, that's right. I knew the numbers looked familiar. Slay the Spire. TOS, leave me alone. I didn't say anything. People are making it seem like I'm saying things that I am not saying. There, I'm not gonna go for the obvious euphemism. You can't get me. Not when I watch my words. Won't get this gal. Uncouth content. Leave me alone. I don't know. Do you guys want to see any game for a little bit? I might have to have lied and go for a little shorter? What even is the, like, Steam icon for Slay the Spire? I cannot tell what it is. It looks like a little angry face. And also a house. Like a tower. I don't know. Ah, why am I so close? So many games. I haven't played Isaac in over a month, and I feel so liberated. Oh yeah, wow, it's been exactly a month. I feel so liberated, just in general. Wow, it's like I don't have to. Have control. I'm still just been too swamped to play too many other video games in my free time anyway. Like, there's a lot of stuff I want to replay, and there's a bunch of games I want to, like, just play to begin with. So I'm just like, man, I don't know what I want to do. Oh. I think the trending hashtags just disappeared. Oh no, there we go. I don't know why they weren't showing up. It just said no content available or something. Wait a second. Yeah, it just says no items. That's so weird. What is that? I haven't played Cookie Clicker in a while. I just kind of haven't felt like it. Website. I know, right? I maxed out my Ascension upgrades in Cookie Clicker, and I haven't felt like playing nearly as much since then. Man, I don't know. I'm in that. I don't know if I don't know if I mentioned this on stream before, but just that that cycle that I have with like Guilty Gear, where it's like I want to play it again, but then I remember I suck, and then I'm just like, if I want to get better, I gotta play it again, but I don't want to play it again because I suck. If that makes any sense whatsoever. It's just like a thing that happens with a lot of hobbies, you know? Like, I get that part of it is just like getting into it and overcoming that, like, you know, with like drawing. It's like, yeah, you gotta draw, you gotta suck in order to get better. Yeah, Stripe. That's the only one I have. I'm just like, I played it like once or twice. I played against a friend like once, and like that was it. And I want to play more. I want to like try a couple different characters, but like again, like I said, I'm just like, System changes are important. I can imagine. Might help the game run better. I didn't realize I was bad at games. I know, right? I don't know. I like playing games that are like, that I don't have to worry about like losing. You know what I mean? Because like, that's just the thing. It's like, because when you draw, it's like, well, you're not going to lose art. That's not like a thing. That's not normal. You're not going to get a passing grade in art, unless you're in art school. But if you're a hobbyist, nobody's going to be like ranking you. You're not going to be like, this is both normal to want and possible to achieve. You're just going to do it for fun, because that's why you do things. And you just do it because it's fun. But I heard someone describe like fighting games in general as like a Ponzi scheme for dopamine, because someone who is like into fighting games will try and get you to play, and because you're worse at them because you just got it, they'll be like farming dopamine off you, and then you like try and get better so you can get that dopamine, and then you get other people into the game so you can farm dopamine off them because you'll be better at them. It's just, it goes down forever. And I'm just like, yeah, I kind of see it. And then part of me is just like, nah, I don't want to give people the satisfaction and just like kicking my ass while I suck. But then it's like, there's no way to get better unless you play against other people. And like, there's like online, but you're still playing against people. But if you play against CPUs, like, I don't know if every fighting game CPU is like not good. Like I don't know. Because I know Smash, like, CPUs, at a certain point, they're either just, like, too dumb or, like, too good. Like, hitting, like, literal frame-perfect dodges and shit, like, every time. Like, I don't know if that's feasible practice to be practicing against someone like that. Scrap, you play with a lot of people who get mad at video games when you win. That seems to be your curse. I'm sorry to hear that. 20XX melee CPUs? That's really funny. Did they optimize the CPUs to just play like human beings? just like actual human beings? Just like, if they go for a trick, they might like actually mess it up. That'd be really funny. I can see the like satisfaction in fighting games though, like just reading what someone is about to do and like kind of countering it. Like, I get the satisfaction because there are single player games that do that, like Metroid Dread is like really cool because it's like, oh, you see the move and you like counter it and you like jump around them and dodge around them and hit them and stuff. It's like I see where that satisfaction comes from, just on a much deeper level when it comes to like fighting games. But it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of like adaptation to do. Like it's not just like the same enemy with the same AI who's like always going to do the same thing. Like that's the thing, is like you play against people who learn and can change their behavior, and they're always just gonna get better. It's like the more you fight a boss, the more likely it is to kill you, because you are like essentially feeding it information about your playstyle. Man, I wonder if that could happen. I wonder if someone could make a video game boss that could like become unkillable, because it would just read all your inputs and stuff. Like every time you fight it and rematch it, it like learns a little bit. That would be crazy. I love that. Like you try to hit it from one side and it learns to like block or like turn around or something. That'd be nuts. I wonder what like the perfect design for that sort of thing would be. That I was literally just thinking, I was literally gonna say like the big Incredibles robot with like a big weak spot in the middle or like underneath. God damn. Our brains are syncing up. I guess that's just what like fighting games are. It's just like boss in a video game that actually is just controlled by an employee. Mind meld. Mind meld mauled. So you just start malding at video games. Cooperative play? Is it cooperative if you're fighting each other? Psycho Mantis too. They just straight up start reading your inputs. It's like you gotta plug it into a different port. That'd be crazy if they could like replicate that sort of thing. Kind of had the idea for a game where you would control like two different characters with the two sticks. I think there is a game like that. It's called like Brothers or something. Tale of Two Sons. And you can play it like two-player, like you share a controller with someone. Yeah, I think that's it. The game that requires an action replay. Yeah, you have to like inject the code. I always love the idea of like a like Gen 1 Pokemon style game where you have to like glitch the game to like do stuff. Yeah, Tale of Two Sons. I found it in my library. I'm pretty sure that's what that game is like, if I remember correctly. Not to be confused with Two Brothers, which is a very different game. Oh yeah, but just like a game where you have to just like duplicate items to like get by, to use them, or just like use something to like walk through a wall, or just like create an opening. Like just like little built-in things in the game that let you like glitch it out and stuff. I think that would be awesome. Oh, like man versus machine. I see what you mean, yeah. I feel like online shooters are just like that though. Like it's rampant, isn't it? It's just how those communities are, I feel. Or at least they have a tendency to be that way. Like they're very like you usually assume that going into it, which is unfortunate. Nah, don't worry about it. It'd be like that. The most toxic PvE game mode. Yeah, it's literally like, how does that even happen? I feel like if Splatoon 2 had voice chat, what is it, Salmon Run? I feel like Salmon Run would get really toxic. I had definitely said some shit while playing Salmon Run that I would not have wanted the people on the other end to hear. Just like, what are you fuckers doing? Get over here! Help! Splatoon 2 in general would be toxic as hell. You're absolutely... No, yeah, like, absolutely. But I feel as far as, like, as far as PvE modes go, like, yeah, Splatoon, I obviously, playing ranked, I was like, ah, you fuckers, what are you doing? Get over here, I always get stuck with the morons, like... I remember seeing this one Twitch clip of someone raging like really hard at Splatoon, and I felt bad for laughing as much as I did. Be back in about an hour. I don't know how much longer I'll be going. I might be going for like another half hour or something. I just wanted to like check in with you guys because I would have felt bad if I didn't stream at least like a little today. Like I wanted to at least like check in, make sure everyone's doing good. I'm glad more people popped up than I thought would. League of Legends? Oh god. That game has voice chat, doesn't it? That sounds terrible. Oh man. It's just, like, I don't know. I don't even get the appeal at this point. Like, it's so memed. Just the fact that people don't like that game at all that much. Like, they don't like actually playing it. I'm just like, I don't get it. At least for me with, like, Isaac, it's, like, single player. And it's just like, oh, it's just like a roguelike. It's, like, top-down. You just play it for yourself. It's, like, you versus the game. League doesn't have voice chat? That's so weird. It still has, like, text chat, right? I can imagine that being pretty toxic. I feel like that has to have had, like, a gimmick account or two dedicated to, like, salt from the games. It has text. Okay, I figured. RuneScape? Does RuneScape have voice? There's no way. I know RuneScape has text, obviously. I never played RuneScape. I never grew up with it. It was never my jam. I was more of a Pop Tropica person, actually. That was my whoa, I just got a little tiny. That was my special trick. MMOs in general, I know, right? It's like, just don't interact with people. Final Fantasy 14. I've heard good things about FF14. I wanna get into it, but I'm also kind of scared. I would need someone to show me the ropes. Like, I'm just like, I would just be too overwhelmed. Like, I would just be like, tell me what I need to do and how to do it and where things are. It's like Monster Hunter. It's really hard to just jump into Monster Hunter because they give you all these, like, menus and it's like, man, just, like, tell me as I go, you know? It's like, can't you just do that, you freaking game? Can't you just... I hate when games just throw up a menu for, like, the controls or just, like, an explanation of something, and it just, like, goes away, and then they're just like, oh, well, if you want to see it again, it's, like, buried in this menu. It's like, oh, gee, thanks. I'll be sure to never find that again. Because I won't know what it's called when I want to find it. It's very beginner-friendly. I've heard Final Fantasy XIV described as the one MMO that doesn't treat you like a jealous ex. Because it's not like, hey, come back to playing, like we miss you, like, oh, come back and play. Like, there's no time stuff. Monster Hunter Rise wasn't too complicated. Yeah. Oh yeah, PC port. Is there early access for it or something? I could have sworn it was, like, already out. Because I, like, saw people playing the Steam version. Did some people just get early access? Oh, demo. I see. That's interesting. January, huh? I'm still fine with the Switch version, honestly. Like, I don't know. Do more people typically play on PC? I already started on Switch. And, like, I knew it was a timed exclusive, obviously. Like, everybody knew it would be coming to PC eventually after, like, a year or so. I play PC? I guess that's... I mean, yeah. It's always, like, someone's preferred method. It's interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because it is, like, well, it's like Nintendo. I don't know. I don't know anything about Monster. They're typically... Well, yeah, there were some on, like, 3DS, and there were some on, like, PSP or something. Gonna have to restart. I know, right? I remember they had a whole, I was gonna mention that. They had that whole poll about, like, do you want cross-saves or, like, save transfer or, like, cross-play? And everyone was like, yes. Like, why is this even a question? Obviously we want this. And then they were like, oh, well, we, like, tried, but we just couldn't, so... maybe next entry, and everyone's like, well, that kind of sucks, but oh well. I do want to play Rise again. I was talking to someone about playing with them, and it's been so long since I played, I really want to get back into it, just like on my own time, just to get a feel for the controls again, I'll just like play with the hammer. I need to learn more weapons, because the other ones look really fun. I also played like dual blades, and those are really fun because you basically have like Devil Trigger. Small indie company, Capcom. I know, right? There's no way they could have the money, the time, the manpower, the budget to make that happen. It's like, well. What can you do? Shogunai. There's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe next game, like we said. I do like the hammer, though. If I play it again with said person, I will definitely just be sticking to my hammer. Stick to my guns, or hammers in this case. Because I really like Big Bonk. I see big number, and brain makes the dopamine. That's my Ponzi scheme. Play Monster Hunter with me so I can get stronger hammers, so I can see bigger numbers. The wire bug moves are so cool, too. Like, they're so applicable. Apparently, like, some of them are, like, adaptations of moves you used to only be able to do by, like, running off of a ledge or something. Like, you'd have to run off a ledge to, like, activate the, like, jumping attack or whatever. Wirebug's fine. I know, like, I straight up couldn't get too into Monster Hunter until Rise, because, like, the Wirebug movement and the Palamute movement is, like, really nice. Like, it just speeds everything up so much. I'm just like, how did people play these games just, like, running on foot? Like, it seems so annoying. With higher FPS. It seems, I mean, it's fun either way. I don't know how does FPS play with that? It's like, I don't know, it just looks smoother, like those jumping animations. It's just good. Like, I like zipping around and being able to, like, you know, scale a wall with, like, your wirebug. Like, you run up the wall and then you jump away and then you wirebug back up and you run up the wall a little more. It's like, oh, I made it. And then those, like, the great wirebugs you can use is, like, kind of, not really, like, shortcuts, but just, like, big jumps around, like a big launch star from Mario. Just grab the giant wirebug and just fly up an entire cliff. Like, it's so useful. Like, how have these not been in the game up until now, and how do people play these games without this? And also, they better have them in the next century, or else I'm never playing a different Monster Hunter game. Just getting carried by a friend. I feel like that's everybody's experience starting out with Monster Hunter. Like, it's one of those things where it's like a friend really has to just kind of like show you the ropes so you know what you're doing. Like, you really just gotta, like someone just tells you the like basis of just like what you do every time and like how you get better, and then you just kind of can replicate that. Like, I had a friend who was like, okay, now like do some of these quests on your own, and I'm like, I really don't want to, actually. I don't think I will. Oh yeah, I guess the PC having mods is also a big thing. I guess they could also fix some grievances. Imagine if modders managed to end up like adding crossplay or like save transfer or something. That'd be insane. Toxic people in games. I don't know. You gotta like block people. I feel like that's the best way to just filter your I feel like that's the best way to just like filter your online experience. Just say if someone is being a jerk, then just they'll go away forever. If someone came into my stream being like that, would have had to include homebrewing your Switch though. I mean, someone who homebrews their Switch would definitely do that, or just like anyone with like a Switch emulator. Like, I feel like that could be a gateway into getting that to work. Oh, IRL. I don't know, man. Just walk away. Turn 360 degrees and walk away. Just make that make that your motto. Just just turn around and walk away. Turn 360 degrees and teleport away. Moonwalk into hell. me sleepy. It's been a long week, gamers. I've had a lot of work and a lot of tests and assignments and projects and things to write about. It's just like, oh boy. Y'all don't even know. Well, you do now, because I'm telling you. Cat girl tired. I know, right? That's why I was like sleeping on the floor before the stream, because I didn't have time to get ready. I was like, oh well. Like I said, I wanted to at least stream today. Because I don't want to go too long without streaming, you know? I don't want to go a whole week not streaming anything. I would have just felt a little bad. And I'm trying to be less in my head about making myself stream just for like consistency's sake, which I do agree with. Like I want to have that level of like consistency, which, you know, VTubing has kind of afforded me, that I can at least assure that all my streams have like a level of production value that I'm satisfied with. I'm glad you missed it. I'm glad. I'm flattered. It makes me glad knowing that no matter how, if I feel like I'm not reaching enough people, I'm always making someone happy. Like my stuff is always for someone, at the very least. And that's, knowing that helps me a lot. So it's like, oh, well, doing something, so people say like, you can't make everyone happy, but you can make someone happy, which I feel like is the more important thing to look at, because it's like, oh, that's like the positive influence you're having, and not just like, oh, it's less framing it as like, oh, you're not doing enough, and more framing it as like, oh, you know, you're doing what you can, and that's making a difference. So like, you know, keep going, just do your thing, do that funky thing, cat girl, and make those streams. But the support's very appreciated. I always it always makes me glad when people turn out, especially for like something really impromptu. I'm very grateful. I feel like maybe I should, I don't know, I feel like maybe I should sign off then. I did say maybe playing some games for a reason. And I kind of just want to, I've been having trouble sleeping lately. Last night I couldn't fall asleep till like 4 a.m. And I woke up at like 8 something, I think. It's so weird. I normally just get as much sleep as my body thinks it needs. So if I can't fall asleep, it's usually because I'm not tired, because I haven't like done enough, like I guess physically. And I wake up early because my brain's like, yeah, you're good, you're done, wake up, get going. I'm just like, I don't wanna. It's like, do I have to? It's like, I don't want to get out of bed yet, I'm still sleepy. There is a satisfaction that comes from like sleeping in bed, like sleeping in while being like conscious. Because if you were to just like sleep in and you just like zoned out, like if you set your alarm for like 30 more minutes and then you just went back to bed and you just instantly woke up again and it was 30 minutes later, you'd be like, well, that didn't feel like 30 minutes of sleep, it just feels like I blinked and now I'm awake again. You ever had those things where you just like look at the clock and it's like a certain time and then you swear you like blink and like 4 hours pass or something? I feel like that has to have happened at least. That has to have happened to everyone at least once, where you look at the clock and you swear it's just like you blink, or like your eyes like slowly close and reopen and it's just hours later, right? That's not uncommon, is it? Am I sane? No. Rhetorical question. That happen all the time. I can't look at anything. Like if I'm looking at something intently or listening to something intently, then I just like can't. That's why I kind of like ASMR, because I could just kind of like zone out. I did fall asleep to like a YouTube gameplay commentary video the other week, and I've been trying to recreate that, but like I must have been really tired because I keep putting them on and I'm just like listening too much, and I'm just like, man, I really gotta like zone out. But I also I really like hearing that person in particular's commentary. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, with like podcasts too, it's like, I don't know, I want to hear the conversations because I want to hear like what they're talking about and stuff, right? Fall asleep to random YouTube videos. Well, if it's something you don't like care about, like I had a friend who was falling asleep to like Angry Video Game Nerd, and he's just kind of like, you know, I guess game commentary or something, just like skits. I don't know, but the one I was watching, it's like, I don't know, I like hearing his banter and his like his jokes, his anecdotes and stuff like that, because oftentimes I'll be like zoning out and he'll just say something that like completely catches me off guard or like makes me laugh, and I just like get a little nose laugh, like I'm just like, you know, the soothing sounds of AVGN. Yeah, I don't get that either, because doesn't he like yell and swear a lot? He's like, what the fuck? What is this game? I feel like it would just be like, it would be like trying to fall asleep to me. It'd be like, what are you doing? How do you sleep? Forgotten weapons. I could see Steve MRE info being good for that. Lockpicking lawyer would be good for that. Who else would be good for that? There was some other YouTuber. Not Sausage Guy. Maybe Binging with Babish, just because it's kind of like he's explaining recipes and like that's it. I don't know. Gun. There was some other like, I don't know, like hobbyist channel I was like subscribed to, of just like someone who does a very specific thing and like that's it. Steve MRE is great to follow. I know, right? It's like I always just love hearing him be like, he was like, never get the pasta or whatever, like this stuff is awful, like it's called this, it's called trash for a reason or some shit like that. Man, it's weird that I don't even like recognize a bunch of the channels I'm subscribed to anymore. Like I used to actively use the little subscribe to sidebar on the left on YouTube, and I'm just like, I just can't, because there's too many, and so many of them just haven't posted in years. It's like, who are any of these people? I haven't posted in ages. I'm still subscribed to like Minecraft YouTubers who haven't posted in years. Or like people who don't even upload what they used to upload anymore. Or like I subscribed to a channel who had a series I watched, and then I wanted to go back and find it, and I went on his channel and it was just gone. He just has no videos on his channel anymore. So I'm just like, why are you even here anymore? Why do you do this to me? You're just taking away my content. How dare you? So rude. I'm trying to find... Oh wow, that's a nostalgia trip. It's like 9 years ago. God dang. Very soft-spoken. That seems nice. Honestly, also, yeah, a bunch of channels just don't have content on them anymore. It's like, alright, cool. Why do you have to, like, delete everything from your... Oh, yeah, like June's Kitchen. That was a great, June's Kitchen is a great guy. He just, like, cooks, he makes food, and he, like, just pets his cats and does, like, little vloggy type things. They're so nice. I miss that kind of stuff. Oh, man. Still frequently uploading? Huh. So many freaking old channels, man. I'm trying to find, like, who was it? They call him Gun Jesus. Does he look like that? It's like, no, he just coined the name for himself. Oh, man. Some of these people I wish, like, uploaded again. Most of them were, like, animators, and it's sad that YouTube just, like, screwed animators over. It's just, like, not optimal anymore. It's like, you straight up can't find that stuff anymore. Because it's just like, you spend all this time on like a 2-minute video and the algorithm's just not made for that stuff. It's like, how could you do this? Panenkoic, he does those like Mario videos. Obviously the Mario 64 one is very famous. Okay, I'll look him up. I don't even know who this is anywhere, actually. Animation. I know, right? I freaking love, like, all those old cartoons and stuff on YouTube. Like, some of my favorite YouTube videos were just, like, 1 to 2 minute long, like, animation. Like, animated bits. Like, I freaking loved, it's like Pebbles and, like, Spaz Kid. They're really funny. Does he have any of his face in the thumbnail? I don't want to watch a video. I don't want to like have them play during the stream. Oh yeah, I see it. That's pretty funny. I like Pimations is really funny. He still does animations and he's managed to like make it work for him because he's just got such a big audience and he knows what to make. And I love his, I love Suction Cup Man. He's really funny. And I'm really glad he just kept at it. And he's just kind of like adapted, I guess, really well. Like, I don't know, like he's able to make these animations like fairly regularly. And they're like short enough that they're like spreadable. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, Primitive Technology. That guy who just like lives in the middle of nowhere and like he just makes like houses and stuff. Like that's it. He just makes houses. Or in like various different like utilities out in the middle of nowhere. Like just making like just makes like a swimming pool out of like mud and clay and like water. And just like he gets a bucket of what it's like the water is like so murky by the time he gets it to by the time he gets there, it's like, man. But he can still swim in those in the little pool. It's like a giant bathtub. Yeah, that's good. I like when channels just kind of cover what they want to cover and like that's it. This stream has turned into me cleaning up my my subscriptions, and not even by that much, because I mean, it's like, is there even really a need to? Because if they're not uploading, like, what does it matter? Some of these haven't uploaded in a while anyway. It's so unfortunate. Where have these people gone? Where have these good people gone? Where are my YouTubers gone? Well, how are you guys doing? I should probably sign off. I don't know. I'm just tired. I don't want this to be too boring. I just love... I love cartoons. They're really funny. YouTube poop channels. I know, right? I love YouTube poop channels. It was really good. And I miss it. It was such a good time.
Bruh.
Thank you, Smiley. Welcome. I'm late. I'm sorry. I was just talking about signing off. What am I doing? What do I know? We haven't even had our obligatory bruh. Here we are. It's okay. I'm literally just talking about old YouTube now. Cause I miss it. I miss it a lot. What's this? It's always weird when channels don't upload in a while and they like rebrand. So you're just like, who are you? And I'm just like, oh yeah. And, like some of them are like cool, but they forever. Was this person 9 years ago? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. These like short little animations. I miss it. It's such a good like YouTube could have done so much better. Could have just made like a friggin' animation section or something and just promoted them. Would have been nice. It's unfortunate. They just like don't care about the people who really want to just do what they want on YouTube. It's like, it's do what you want, unless the algorithm doesn't support it, then just like do what is like profitable or something. I don't know. What will you be playing next? I was talking about that earlier. Probably like throw them under the bus. I know, right? Yeah. But probably maybe another Metroid. I'm not entirely sure. But I was thinking of playing Super Auto Pets because I was kind of getting into that. I think that would be a fun like Wednesday stream, just to be like more chill. Like Wednesday for like chatting streams and also like kind of laid back games, like when I played Cookie Clicker that one time and just kind of chatted. But I don't know. Super Auto Pets also does kind of just require some attention, you know, because you're just like, oh, you gotta like pay attention to what you're doing. So I don't know. I still think it'd be fun because it's not too crazy intense. I can just play it and not have to feel like, oh, but I'm already playing. Like, it's not one I would want to put on like a Monday Friday slot, if that makes sense. Because I'd rather save those for like, I guess, story-based games. Like, I don't know. I want to get to the other Metroids, of course. Just for Monday. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to ponder it, and hopefully it's not too late. Maybe I'll take another break. But I definitely want to play Super Auto Pets. And probably... I swear I had an idea earlier for Friday. Maybe Slay the Spire? Like another roguelike? I don't know. Because I haven't played that one in a while. I played Dead Cells as like what is it? As like a backup last time. So I think maybe actually having its own dedicated stream would be nice. December is gonna be when I get to Valhalla, for sure. I literally just like blanked out. Someone go back earlier in the stream and go back to when I mentioned what I wanted to play on Friday. Dead Cells was pretty fun when I played it. I know I still have some things I need to unlock, like the freaking like wall jump or whatever. But it's like, man, it's such a pain because I'm pretty sure you have to take the stupid alt path. And it's such a pain. I must have a sippy. I like the song. It's a good time. So how are you guys doing? I've run out of topics. What are we talking about? Who are you? Who am I? Where am I? I don't know anymore. Right, I was going through my YouTube subscriptions because I don't know who any of these people are. I'll have to I'll watch one of these later then, because I don't remember this person. I'm just sitting here. I've been slowly slouching as the stream goes on, so if you've noticed me getting shorter and shorter, that's what that is. Just me sitting back in my chair. More and more, little by little as the stream goes on. Because, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I did ponder drawing streams. I'll look into Gartic Phone. That would be fun to do sometime soon, and I'll look into that because I have a couple people I could ask to play Gartic, because that does sound legitimately fun, and I know that's like a popular stream game, so I think maybe I'll get into that or something like that. I think that would be a good time. I'll see. Your spine must hate you. Not really. Most of my tallness comes from my legs, so I don't have to worry about like back pain too much. Like, I think I'm like above average leg height. Like I remember in one of my classes in like anthropology, we did this thing where we like measured our like sitting height and like standing height, and my sitting height was like 40% of my height. I had like above average legs in terms of like body composition. Cat girl got leg. You gotta, when you're jumping around and you're chasing prey and bugs in your room, you gotta have those legs so you can pounce on them. It's important. Because that's what you gotta do, is you gotta like spring off your legs into them and like pat them with your fist. That's what you gotta do. I guess it was, I was born to be what I was born to be. I'm grateful that I was born this way to begin with. But, yeah, what was I even getting at? Like, what was the point of that? Oh yeah, my spine. So yeah, I don't have to worry about that too much. Like, my back isn't, like, too crazy bent out of shape. I don't have, like, scoliosis or anything. Usually I sit back just so I can, like, stretch my legs out in a certain way. Or, like, I sit down so I can, like, bend my legs. Like, oh, no, I'm down here. That's something. I can't even reach the... Polioscoliosis? Poliosis? I know polio is curable, but scoliosis is, like, a physical thing that you have to wear, like, a back brace for. But I mean, it is treatable. I'd rather have... Well, I don't know. Because there's straight up just a vaccine for polio. So I don't even have to worry about that anymore. So it's like, well... Yeah, I'd prefer if my back didn't get messed up. Very rarely do I like, get home and, like, my shoulder aches or, like, somewhere in my back aches. Sometimes it does, though. I think it might happen when I, like, sit still for too long. Like, there have been times where I, like, get up from doing homework and I have this weird pinching in, like, my lower back, and I'm just like, oh, I probably should have just been sitting still. Or, like, I don't know, you gotta, like, sit up, obviously. And I do sit up when I like, work at the library. But if I sit still for, like, too long without getting up and, like, stretching or whatever, I feel like that's when that happens, because you kind of, like, put all your pressure in, like, one place for a long time without moving. Your body's just kind of like, oh, why'd you do that? Ah! Will just, like, scream at you. It's like, go back. You need the support on your butt to keep your body together, or else your spine is gonna fall out of your skin. It's like, no, don't. I like my skeleton, please. Let me keep my bones. Pull your spine out like a friggin' yo-yo string or something. Should probably sign off. So, regardless, look forward to the schedule next week. Oh yeah, and I'll start exporting and queuing more VODs to go up on the VOD channel. Let me get the link to that real quick so I can link it. I think we have like a handful of subscribers on there right now. I gotta remember, I don't have to log in, but I can just like 3 days ago. I knew I was behind. Anyway, VOD channel and soon to be, I guess, highlights channel will be nice. It makes me glad to see people watching them, which is very good, which I appreciate. I have all the No More Heroes 3 VODs in there, so I'll get those all scheduled, and then I'll start exporting more before they expire, obviously, because I don't want to lose any VODs. I almost lost VODs because of the Twitch data breach thing and the synchronization. The whole Twitch to YouTube connection kind of broke, so I had to download the VODs like manually and upload them manually. And then I realized I hadn't like validated my YouTube channel or whatever, so they don't let you upload videos longer than like 15 minutes until you validate your channel with like a phone number. And I uploaded like 6 videos and like didn't realize that was a thing. And like, well, yeah, I know, I exported them, right? And it just didn't work, apparently. Even though the like debut went up fine. Maybe the debut was like part of it. I don't remember. Are you valid? Well, I am now, according to YouTube, I guess. I hope I am. If I'm not, if I did something wrong, then I'll look into it. But I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll get the VODs like caught up, at least like all of them exported, and then I'll start like queuing them at the end of the week. I really need a better system for doing this, because I after a stream I want to just like close everything stream related and like take a nap and have a snack. I don't want to like end the stream and be like, okay, I gotta export the stream, I gotta set the description, I gotta set the time and date, I gotta set the title, I gotta set the tags, I gotta put the date in the description so people know when it was streamed, which is something I'm not used to, so it takes a lot more work instead of just like exporting it directly and leaving it. But I don't know, I feel like people appreciate that sort of thing. The sort of like chronology, I guess, like, I don't know. But we'll see. It's something that I'm willing to put effort into, and I'm hoping people appreciate the payoff, I guess. Because most people elected that they would watch a VOD channel, but you know, even the people who wouldn't, maybe they would check it out like someday, or they would want to at least like see what games you're playing at the very least. So who knows, like maybe there's some value in that, like keeping it updated. But I don't know. Okay, one last sit up. I should add like a channel points thing to remind me to sit up. I remember, is it not there? I think I took most of them away. Yeah, there's just the default ones. Okay, so I gotta add some back. Because I took them out to like work on them, and then I just never added them back. So I'll re-add those. But okay, so look forward to that. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, there's, I guess, just all-purpose channel, soon to be. It'll have VODs and highlights and stuff. Posture check, yeah. So I took them out because I wanted to like rebalance them, and well, I also didn't want to have too many like to start, because I didn't want people being like, what are all these things, and like just using them all. It's like, well, it's no fun if everybody's using the ones, or if people redeem them like back to back. It's like, I'm already sitting up, like you can't fool me. There's also a thing you can do where redeeming channel points will like automatically do stuff, like a couple friends of mine have it set up where they can just redeem channel points and they get like head pats or something, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want head pats. I think I deserve head pats or something. It's like, how is that fair? You guys just have like a button for it. I gotta like ask nicely for someone to like think about it. I don't know. So I'll look into that. I'll ask around a little, and I'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I really appreciate it. The turnout, despite this stream being very much not announced in advance as usual. So I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. I will see you next week, no matter what. Whether or not it is Monday or Wednesday or Friday, there will be streams, plural, next week. So I will see you then. And until then, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Be sure to take it easy. I sure will, because I need to relax so I can focus on doing more work again, which is unfortunate, but also, you know, if you don't get enough sleep, then you're just gonna not have energy all day anyway. So, what no sleep does to a MFer. Anyway, I'm glad you could make it too, Smiley. It always makes me glad seeing the people who pop in regularly, or even people who just pop in every once in a while, you know. I appreciate everyone. I always say this, I always appreciate everyone who tunes in whenever they can. Just the recurring people. I need to do my darndest to get some new people in here. Just have that same people. We need to make some new friends, y'all. We need to get some new gal pals in here. Happy Halloween. I will do my best. I don't think I'll be doing much. There's a chance I'll be watching some movies with someone somewhere. Which is very flimsy for now. But thank you all for being here again. I've been Candy. You've been Dandy. Have a great weekend. Have a great Halloween. Have some candy. Go use my tier list to choose what candies you buy. And then eat the candies and see if you agree with me. Which you will, because my taste is objectively correct. And tweet how much you agree with me and how good my opinions are and how good my taste is, and then I'll retweet you, because I like stroking my ego. Got him. Alright, anyways, I'll see you then. Goodbye!